Come to WrestleCulture. It's not Adam Wilborn, despite that button press. It's Michael Hamflett, joined by Phil Chambers, and eventually our wonderful producer, Adam Nicholas.
The Fed is back.
One
Fed. The other Fed's not.
No. For a roundup of the wrestling week of sorts, because I don't really know what's been going on. I haven't done my homework. I've done a quiz. Not an AI one. Not even a funny one.
Oh, you've moved all the mics around again. I forgot.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had to tinker with it this morning. I don't like Wilborn's desk, particularly on microphone setup or anything like that. But I like
the wobbly one.
Talk to you idiots again. Thank you very much for those that join us on WrestleCulture.
No, it's fine. I'm okay with it. I just need to know which one it is. Unlike having a complete meltdown. Who's talking about anybody? Not me.
Who could possibly say? I prefer not to speak.
If I speak, I'm in big trouble. And I don't want to be in big trouble. So...
Hello to both of you.
Hello.
Where's the song?
I've missed it. There is no song.
Oh my god!
Come on.
No song. I've given up on the song game.
You've had 2 weeks to prepare for this.
Is that what that was?
Well, hang on. That's why we sanctioned you to go to Thailand, so you could find inspiration, like you said you were going to, so you could write your album and come back.
Yeah, find yourself
with a bunch of tracks.
I did, yeah.
Oh, he found himself all right.
I found myself all right.
I found myself embarrassing myself every day. No.
I did have a lovely time in Thailand, but I didn't. As we sort of touched on the Smackdown podcast, I'm feeling quite insecure in this spot today. Typically, this is one of my safe spaces because my job is to come in here and talk about wrestling. Mm-hmm. And it's Forbidden Door weekend, and I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to attending, and we'll do a review next Tuesday. Programming note, it's bank holiday here in the UK. It's not Wacky Summer. We're all just off, but we will be reviewing that on Tuesday. But the other stuff, I feel a bit like I'm drowning a bit. There's like wrestling has happened, and it just continues in earnest. And I've never taken a step back. And I feel a bit, initially I was like, that was a good idea. And everybody was right all along, and you should take breaks. And I'm now at the point where, no, I shouldn't have taken a break.
No. Yeah. You're approaching this all wrong.
Okay.
Right?
That doesn't sound like me.
Yeah. Your brain currently is saying, oh my God, I've got to catch up though and watch all the things I didn't watch and da-da-da-da. Incorrect.
Okay.
Probably for your encyclopedia, you'll want to add all the entries over time.
Yes.
That's fine. That is absolutely fine. Just read about it and then we'll start watching it again. And guess what? You will find out that WWE's video packages will be actually made for you.
Yes.
Because you haven't seen the show and they'll beat you over the head with everything you need to know about the show. So 2 weeks from now, you will be back up to date on literally everything that happened.
Also, watching it will just make you a bit sad. So.
Exactly.
So I hear. Not great.
It's not been great.
No.
Smackdown was really lame.
Well,
It's the worst show they've put on in a while. It was really dumb. It was just meh.
Have you got a better... Because as I explained to Hamflett on the Smackdown preview, which is available on YouTube as we speak, I can never remember anything because I don't watch and I don't listen to them when they're talking about it either. I just film them. So it was a fun...
talking about Smackdown is a stretch sometimes.
It's a fun Smackdown preview of... Man who doesn't watch show tries to remind man who didn't watch the show about the show and probably got it wrong. So
perfect combo.
Obviously, you can join in at home in the game we call Did You Watch Smackdown? Who knows?
I have seen, just to get to a comment quickly, thank you very much for all of you joining us in the chat today. Matt Rains put a couple of comments, my best friend. I'll get to one of his other ones in a second, but he has noted here. Side note, the SmackDown preview contained 8 minutes of SmackDown coverage. Absurd. Lock in and focus up for next week. Let's get that down to 4. I will do my best with that one, Matt. It was, I saw a graphic for a Clash in Paris match between Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed.
Yeah.
And threw my toys out the pram straight away. What the hell is that? That is absolute crap. But if I'd seen a video package that I'd never that, I'd probably been like, this is brilliant. They've crafted the best feud ever. You know? And it just feels like the John Cena, Logan Paul side of things. The one thing I did see that I really liked was Cody and Drew, and that's not a thing anytime soon. And
yeah, but then it'll be a thing.
It'll be a thing eventually.
Were you around for Tribal Thief?
Just. He nicked his first pair of shoes.
So he nicked his first pair of shoes. I actually quite like the gimmick. I think the whole shoe stealing thing's just a good gimmick.
It's funny.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Fun. The tribal thief, and the Shula Fala. I think that's just good stuff. That's just good stuff.
Good stuff.
That is how you get somebody over.
There is.
It's that easy.
As much as I like the wordplay,
Shoonami.
That's what they did say. He's been doing the Shoonami now.
It's old.
It's all and if you do imagine if you just put the shoes on the feet and on his hands and just like
that'd be good, yeah.
Like 4 stomp, like he's an actual animal. Like with how dogs would have 4. Dogs would have 4 shoes
and wear shoes. Yeah, definitely.
Obviously,
dogs would definitely wear shoes.
But if a dog was wearing shoes, dickhead, there'd be 4 shoes like that because they'd be on all 4s. Because they're a quadruped, Phil. That's right, I got words. I got them.
You'll remember this.
Quadruped.
Actually, you both will.
I mean, that's good stuff.
What would I do with a quadruped? Because in theory, I'm frightened of it. But it's got taste in wrestling that we can jive on. Like, what do I do there?
Why is it the quadruped in my head, him just with 4 dicks that he's wanking off at the same time to the Fed?
People always talk about Mount Rushmore. What about the 4 cocks were wanking to the Fed, yeah?
That'd be Mount Gushmore, wouldn't it?
There it is. This is how the Shula Fala conversation is. You're going to see this.
You see, he's over now. That's it. All it took was
this is Unreal next season, but just WhatCulture stuff rather than Fed stuff.
Yeah, we could never do a WhatCulture Unreal, I don't think, ever.
No, God, no. I was going to ask, and I think you will both remember this for reasons I'm about to get into. As a WWE.com gallery aficionado, Adam Nicholas, and a dog guy, Phil Chambers.
Wow.
Do you remember that gallery of
what a promotion.
What if wrestling was dog stuff?
Yep.
Yes.
And remember that?
Yeah.
There's been some good ones. What if wrestlers were dinosaurs? It's a classic.
Yep. What if wrestlers?
I don't remember that one.
That was the one that I remember. I think it was one of the early Phil and my friendships at work where I was like, that guy likes dinosaurs and he likes wrestling. So here's a gallery for this guy.
Nailed it. Is this anything?
But no, the dog one is good. It's just like dog John Cena. He's just wearing a John Cena hat. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
No.
Nailed it. No notes.
Dogs. There was a Dynamite. It was like a puppy battle royal or something one year as well. They hired a bunch of them in a ring. This is not
an
a pandemic. Yeah, it's not a pandemic fever dream we're having. They actually did put some dogs in a ring. Right? Yeah. Didn't care for it.
Dogs. Surprise.
Yeah.
There was street
There's a cat
dogs.
one as well. That was something. WWE.com gallery. Maybe it was just Grumpy Cat as Natalia.
That was it when it was a guest host.
Yes. Yeah.
And cats are always mean creatures more than dogs, aren't they? So,
Yeah.
it was street dogs and beach dogs in Thailand, Phil.
Street dogs.
Oh, I like how you've already alienated dog people in your tenure on this this company, and now you're going after cat people now as well. This guy just wants to be hated by all corners of the internet.
I like to think of myself as a non-prejudiced
animal hater.
I didn't want to say animal hater, but I couldn't think of a phrase.
Equal opportunities animal hater.
Yeah.
Equal opportunities.
Do not show prejudice against one animal lover or another. I simply don't
dislike
trust the
all
animals.
animals.
I just don't think we were ever born to get along, me and the animal kingdom.
But you touched an elephant.
I did. I fed an elephant. I stroked an elephant's trunk.
Trunk?
There's it's
trunks, like wrestling trunks?
Like trunks, that's good.
Nailed it.
I washed an elephant.
You see,
Chris Jericho's washed.
Yeah.
More of that to come later. That's one of the stories I did pick up on. They're pretty scary, actually.
What's that?
Scary. Elephants.
Elephants?
Big bastards.
Yeah, because they're massive.
Big,
They are massive.
Anything that big. It's why I would be like, you've got to be like cautious around the old horse, man. Like, they are big.
Don't mess
Don't
with
trust
the
a
horse.
horse.
I do not.
Like, people are like, oh, they're such like lovely animals.
Nah.
I'm sure they are. I've never really interacted because the size of them.
Yeah.
And it's like, they might be nice, but what if it just decides to kick you?
That's what I think about dogs.
But, you know how many people
The
get
most
killed?
domesticated dog forever could just one day wake up and go, not today, and
Just
bite
karate
your
kick
face
you in the face, like runs through
with
the
his
room.
teeth.
With his teeth.
I always think there's just going to be that one day where something in the brain goes and then it's like, not today.
See, that doesn't happen with dogs when you've got them locked in. Like, you get them early and you train them and you teach them, and like, some are wilder than others, as Phil will be able to tell you about.
Mine's fine with me.
Yeah.
Other people,
but
will eat
bite
them.
Yeah.
I learn
Especially
about
you.
As seen as normally, yes, I acknowledge my animal-based content is not the kindest. We went to a very ethical elephant place. They don't ride them. Some places do. They were burying the one down the road. They were like, the guys down the road, you're allowed to ride the elephant. You're not anymore. It's bad for the spine or whatever. And you can feed them. You can walk. They're allowed to be wild at night time, like in this massive land that they've got. Only at night. Yeah. Apparently in the daytime, they just run out into the streets and cause mayhem, which apparently is what they rescued one at this one we went to. It was more of a sanctuary place, but you could just feed them in that. And it had but it's sad, but it's funny. That'll make sense. It was working, and that's bad. Working elephants now, they're shoot elephants now. You can't have a work elephant anymore. It's bad. But up to like 5 years ago, elephants were still like used as for function in Bangkok, right? So they'd like carry things around, or you just see them in the street and you could just get a picture with them. They were just there.
Like a massive horse.
Street horse, but it's an elephant. And it was like really bad form, you know? But a truck hit this elephant that this sanctuary had rescued. And you think like, Christ, how's that going to work? And it had a bit of a damaged leg, but they've sort of like recovered it back to health and it can walk around.
Oh yeah, the truck's dead though.
And they're like, you should have seen the other guy. Like apparently like the truck was absolutely written off. This elephant was like, that knacked actually. Can you not do that again? But the truck was effed.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, that's good. That's nice to know that it did
smashed to bits. Yeah. They are sturdy. Them rhinoroses. No,
I didn't see anyone.
No, I'm not saying you've seen them. I'm just saying big animals that you don't want to
I know
mess
they
with.
can't. I know a hippo would win.
A hippo
kick your ass.
Hippo is just like crazy, man.
It's one of the it's low-key king of the jungle, isn't it? I think you could take a lion because once it gets in the water, it's the hippo's domain.
Yeah, but then what if the lion never goes in the water?
Yeah.
Hippo's pretty fast though, as well.
Oh yeah,
surprisingly fast. They can get away on land, and then if it's like, why don't you come over here to me? And then when
like stalemate. Oh, you come over here. No, you come over here. Come on.
Speaking of animals crawling out of water, I've shown you both a picture today of my very brave son, Joshua. He's 9, nearly 10, getting closer to a monitor lizard than even. I don't even want to get that close to the picture, quite honestly. But he was like, "Can I take a picture?" And they're the real deal. Dragons, shoot dragons.
Yeah,
in this park.
I've never seen them. I have never seen them before until you sent me that picture, and I was like, I don't know what that is.
They are.
I haven't got a clue.
They are permitted the freedom of a park in Bangkok.
In this kind of like to the city.
Yeah, a little bit. It's like, right, you don't leave here and we'll not bother you. Deal? And the monitor lizards are like, yes, deal. It's a nice park. And they basically patrol. Some get out. I did show you the one that got into 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
So there is occasions where they get, that's them coming into my house. You know, when they're coming into 7-Eleven.
We all rebel every now and again.
That's it.
Go away, monitor lizard.
Yeah.
The amount of times I thought about that when I saw these animals, I was frightened. I was like, I hope they listen to the advice that we got given in Stanley Park in Vancouver.
Government mandated advice.
But
go away. It's an animal here.
There is actually, I did see a question before. It was from Mimi. Thank you very much, Mimi.
Hi, Mimi.
Non-wrestling question, Hamflett. How was it taking your kids on a plane for the first time, and what was their favourite part of the trip? The animals, genuinely, Mimi, was one of their favourite parts of the trip. Even I was wowed, and I'm just scared of animals generally, but like elephants are massive, monitor lizards are scary, and we went to a place called Monkey Mountain.
The most fearful wow of all time. Wow, I'm terrified.
Wow. Like, they were hundreds and hundreds
slowly
of monkeys.
moving his kids in front of him, so there's a buffer between him and the
animals. Hey, get a closer look at those animals, kids.
And
you, Adele.
There is a thing, right? There's a weird. I am weak, but there is a thing across the board, and there is a thing as a parent where and I don't mean to judge, but if you're sort of walking down a path where there's like an alley and there's some like. Yeah, West Side Story looking street toughs, just in the underpass sort of thing. They might want to, clicking away, looking like they want to cause trouble. Start something. You do that. There's a parent thing where you just immediately put yourself, even in front of the idea of any danger for your kids. And I'm a weak person, but I've experienced that. It's like, well, no, like I protect these at all costs. Nothing happens, but whatever. The animals, however, have an air like I trust them less than even these finger-clicking street toughs. And I did have that moment of like, how would this go? Like, how would this? I would want to think that my otherwise very flighty fight or flight like brain. I would like to think it would go the right way.
Have you both seen?
I can't sit here and lie to you that it would be.
Have you both seen the second 28 film? Like 28 weeks later, is it?
28 weeks, yeah.
It's been a while, but
yeah.
Spoilers, in case I guess you want to watch that.
20 years old or something, whatever it is.
Yeah, come on. Grow up. You are, I always envisage you being like, is it Robert Carlyle in that movie where they get to the roof of the house at the very opening of the film. The zombies are piling in. It's a chaos. They love each other, this couple. They've got the top. She's gone to save a random kid. And then it's like, well, they're going to get one of you. And he just looks at her and she's like, come back and get me. He's like, nah. And just hops out and starts legging it away. It becomes a plot point later on in the film. and she ends up surviving. But like, good lord, that's you.
Me on Monkey Mountain.
Like Adele's like, Michael, look at all the monkeys are coming. Like we could die together. We could. Or
my non-animal favourite part of the trip, you have both experienced a version of Abroad Me. Get a big kick out of tall things and bridges. And I went up to the Mahanakan Tower in Bangkok, highest recommendation. And we went to a resort called Hua Hin, which is like a 3-hour drive away and whatever. And I ate for the first time in a fancy Dane Sky Bar restaurant.
Yeah.
Where you could obviously have dinner and it had the biggest one of those glass floors ever. You could I could lie and do snow angels on it, that size of one. And you know the one, I don't think but you might have been up this tower before, but you didn't come up the Calgary Tower with me.
I've been up there
but
before.
You've been up it. Yeah. And you're braver than me in every respect. But it was the first time I watched you go, oh, hello there, because it was a bit of a creaky one, isn't it, that glass
I'm
one?
normally fine on those glass floor things, but that one is like, oh, that flexes, that moves.
It moves, it definitely moves, I remember that.
This one was fine. And again, and you just, kids love it, obviously, because there's that moment of, I'm really scared. And then they go on it. It's I'm defying gravity. I kick ass.
Oh, the adrenaline's kicked in. There we go.
Leaning over the fence and just looking out. Gorgeous night and everything. It's just perfect views. Lovely holiday moment. And then Josh, my 9-year-old, just is able to stick his foot through a gap where there's been left between the little fence that you lean on and the end of the glass bridge. And it's like, whoa, the end of a glass bridge. I've never seen one of those before. And that gave me that little pause for, are we all right? Are we okay? That's when you start stepping back slightly.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to see the end of that. It's supposed to just be the most secure, rigid thing ever. And at some point that wall how's that happened? There was an earthquake in Thailand about, 3 months ago or something? Maybe that was when it happened. And I got a little bit. And then a praying mantis jumped on Adele's shoulder and she screamed so loud it was like the restaurant looked. And I was like, these people and being their fear of animals. I win.
And I win.
Big praying mantis. I'll show you a picture afterwards.
Yeah. Do you know, I had other things to say and I'm not even sure I know what to say now.
Sky bars and towers, honestly, if there's one of those buildings that's massively tall that you can get a lift up on, just 360 view, any city of the world, can't get enough of
You've done a great job to remind me. I always like seeing how easily impressed he is by things. Like as if they're this this is such a revelation. Like nature, new cultural experiences, architecture. Landscapes, views, cityscapes.
I didn't do anything.
Guys, have you heard about culture before? It's you literally work for a company called WhatCulture, and it's like your entire life basically.
Yeah, it's an unfinished sentence.
Culture, what culture? And then he goes, "I'll tell you what culture. Hi, I'm Troy McClure. You may remember me from
WhatCulture
tall buildings.
Wrestling."
Sorry, fascinating fact of the day related to Troy McClure and related to the conversation you heard me having with Josh Brown earlier about I watched 1998 smash film Small Soldiers at the weekend.
Oh yeah.
Right? At the weekend? No, hang on. I was off for 2 days. It wasn't the weekend. What day is it today? Friday. On either Wednesday or Thursday while I was off because everybody else was off. Kicked ass. By the way, holds up, I thought. It's so dumb. And it's so crap, but it's great. I love it. And there was a point to this, and I'm forgetting it.
Troy McClure, yeah.
Troy McClure, the guy who voiced him.
Phil Hartman?
Yeah. You know the Phil Hartman story, right? It's crazy.
He's deed via an ex or something?
Yeah. I didn't know anything about this. So not only am I watching Small Soldiers, but I'm doing I know that voice. And then, it's Troy McClure. I had no idea that his wife killed him.
Yeah.
In his sleep.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So apparently they had I don't know if it was an argument or a sort of discourse or whatever. They'd been out for dinner with another couple, came home, and then I think he'd gone to bed. She just shot him twice in his sleep. And it sounds like she had a mental breakdown or something like that. But Christ, shot in your sleep.
He obviously we know him from The Simpsons over here. Yeah. He was one of them American comedy royalty guys because he was SNL, wasn't he?
Well, that's the thing. Because I was reading about all the shows they had on. They had an SNL tribute show, and obviously The Simpsons changed a few bits, and so did Third Rock from the Sun. I think Third Rock from the Sun.
It would have been Third Rock at the time, I guess.
Third Rock, aye. Is that right? That's the show, isn't it? I'm just getting 30 Rock.
30 Rock was late, wasn't it?
Yeah. Third Rock from the Sun. Yeah. Yeah. Wild. There you go. I'd learned a little bit of knowledge, but on a more positive note, Small Soldiers was a great film. And you should go back and watch it.
Is the I've not seen that in probably since it was out the cinema, I want to say.
And it makes sense that it was the guy who did the Gremlins films, because it's got that same kind of vibe to it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's a kid's film, but actually it's quite violent.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I liked it. I was like, this was way more violent than I shouldn't have been watching this as a kid.
Because I was going to ask, at the time it was okay merchandise, nothing like what happens now.
Yeah.
But did either of you play the game that went along?
Yes,
it was a PlayStation game as
Yeah.
well. And like that, kind of kicked a bit of ass. And it was was Small Soldiers just actually a really great brand, and that sort of like a bit of an attitude era of kids films, right? It's like we're gonna go right to the line here.
It felt like they were really. I mean, it's a film that was set up for the merch, right? Basically, it's a film about toys. Guess what we're gonna do with this? Like the Star Wars thing, sell all the figures. But yeah, man, I was saying to the boys before, I can't decide if I've just put a false memory in my head of having the actual figures of some degree, or if I've just watched it and in my head imagined having the figures. Cause,
like
do you know what I mean? The actual...
Because Toy Story missed the trick there, really, didn't they? Because they had Army Men that they could have made a film of first.
Yeah.
But Toy Story's too genteel and nice and everything. Small Soldiers was a little bit jagged.
Yeah. I mean, Army Men would have just been... wouldn't been
we all had little bags of Army Men.
Yeah, we all had them, but like...
I like them.
They're just a bit crap on them. What do they do?
Flat platforms.
I just remember shooting them with a BB gun, and that was about it.
That's the thing. They were great for shooting down with stuff, or like whacking.
Just whack them. Just whack them.
Were you BB gun kids, or did you just every now and then use somebody else's BB gun? Because I was, again, this goes back to how I experienced nothing until I was about 37. I was really scared of BB guns. Like it looked like it was. Like, I saw somebody get shot in the arse cheek with a BB gun, and it looked so torturous to them as they went down off it that I was like, that's too gunny for me. I'll take my business elsewhere.
The ones with you can get them little metal.
Yeah, because you could get like the plastic ones and you shoot.
Plastic ones I know about that. I never had a metal one. I had
someone replaced them with the metal ones.
Them little metal ball bearing things.
Yeah.
And that's, you can't be
doing
that to somebody. But the one thing about the BB gun, I don't know why I'm doing it, like I've got one. I actually do have it somewhere at my mum's house.
Right, yeah.
So your prayers, Phil. But Phil would be fine in this scenario, because the one thing that you could do is blind somebody with a BB. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
It doesn't matter if it's plastic or if it's metal.
Yeah, that's going in your eye.
That is going fast, man.
Yeah.
You go fast. So like you'd be fine.
That.
Well, nobody does when you're 12 or 14 or whatever, and you just, hey, look at this, isn't this great?
Isn't there a Phil will know this one. There was a football training ground story of a footballer blinding another footballer with either a BB gun or a crossbow or something. Arsing about in training, and they got him in the eye.
To crossbow.
Oh, I imagine. Do you remember this?
I mean, you're probably right. I'm not going to question your memory on anything, ever.
Not you, Phil, as in Phil.
I think, I remember Joey Barton did something to a guy with a cigar.
Egg, not eye egg. BB gun.
I mean, there's quite a difference between a BB gun and a crossbow.
There really is quite a big difference between a BB gun.
But I like that you
crossbow.
think it has to be one of them.
Yeah.
You know, like, maybe there's a...
This is why I remember it. It was Sunderland player accidentally shot in face by teammate.
I like the idea that someone's going to shoot a BB in the air while another person tries to hit it with a crossbow, and that's actually...
no,
I forgot you were on the other side.
Now it all makes sense, right? So a player called Mark Maley was hit in the eye by an air pistol pellet fired by first teamer John Oster.
Right.
And obviously they were larking around and that, and the club didn't pass comment on how that happened and stuff. And then you get to the third paragraph. The Newcastle-born Maley, 21. It's
there
like,
you go.
That's a targeted attack.
Yes.
It's like, they've done, get him there. Yeah.
You'd never say anything like that from us, you know.
Different time. We do that. Stitch might. We don't do that.
So I now have to shoot you in the eye with a air rifle. Is that what I'm hearing?
Mate Danny on you, it's fine.
Yeah. Aye.
We'll stick up for
you'll get me.
Speaking of which, Matt Rains, again, my bestie. Hello, happy Friday, boys. Starting to miss my bestie. Wait, hello, bestie. Hello, Matt. Glad to hear Thailand was amazing. And of course, this weekend, Isidore, or is the answer no door? As you know, Phil, of course, he's referencing Wilson Isidore, who scored the third of Sunderland's 3 goals against West Ham.
Oh, yeah, he's my favourite one.
He is. Well, but he did score past Tim Flowers.
Then screw him.
Yeah, I thought you'd say that, yeah. Legends Lounge, coming shortly. Stay tuned. We will stay tuned, Matt. And I will possibly contribute an O2 pint to the Legends Lounge at the weekend if I'm able to. Anyway. And Nick's, I don't know if he's drinking or not. Nick, me and my cousin, but he's in some driving the next day. So if he's not drinking, I feel obliged to not drink with him. But fingers crossed he has a couple of pints because It is AEW. I mean, no, it's Forbidden Door weekend. It's going to be a great show. More on that a little bit later on.
You sure? I mean, we've got this far without any wrestling. We may as well continue for
how much time we got? I mean, we've advertised it one way, but...
I do want to quickly shout out The Funny.
We ain't going 2 hours today, by the way. I'm letting you know that right now.
We did a couple of...
Oh, no, we've been getting excited recently and just...
excited.
Yeah.
The post-credit sequence I've experienced has been a longish one when somebody will mention Tom Wanks or something like that. And then
we've had a couple of them.
Yeah.
Last week it was just snuck up on us out of nowhere. I was like...
Yeah, that was a sneaky.
Yeah. I felt like we got to the quiz really quickly and it had been an hour.
Here, right, the name of I feel like have all changed because it says at The Funny.
Yeah, all the names have changed on YouTube back end bit. I don't know why that happened. It's Larry.
It's Larry. I was going to like
Larry Rabb. Hi, Larry.
Well, check this out.
Well, I hope it's Larry Rabb, but that's what I'm guessing.
Can't watch live due to my birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Larry.
Happy as Larry.
Hey.
Good stuff. Hope everyone going to Forbidden Door has a wonderful time. Thank you, legends. And Larry, working on some issue. Thank you very much because we'll be at Forbidden Door, myself and my cousin. Thanks to you. So thank you very much. Get well soon as well.
I was going to say, I hope everything's going okay, Larry, as well, because I know situations.
But yes, there's Mark Lee Willis, I just want to shout out, is in the chat. I saw a tweet just before I came in, and it's of a T-shirt that he's designed for himself. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
I have
Mark Lee Willis.
And
he has designed a T-shirt that I'm going to comfortably say now is going to be better than any of the official AEW merch I will see this weekend. So check out Mark Lee
And
Willis.
It is a high bar, that, Mark, as well.
Well, actually, yeah, that sounds like an insult. No, because, but no, it is legitimately great. It's a white one, and it's got the London Underground logo on, but it says "Mind the Super Kick," and it's got Forbidden Door 25 like a shirt number on the back.
Ah, nice.
And I've seen AEW London merch in the past, and Mark, you've smoked, let me tell you.
So you're going to have to set up a little stall, Mark, then. That's what you have to do. And then try not to get chased away by the old bobbies.
That's true, yeah. Like with the baton.
Yeah,
That's
the baton.
Just chasing it in a perfect sideways running mode.
Just run around in circles.
Mr. Jeans.
Mr. James.
-TAX, such as the new YouTube name.
Sorry, this is just all the names, but it doesn't show the actual, like the profile name rather than just your username. I don't know why it doesn't.
Yes.
Sorry I'm late, just tuned in. He's the new host. Yeah. Thanks, Mr. Dreams.
Yeah,
it's Mr. Murray.
While
Wilborn now is on tour till September.
Yep.
He's dicking around with Mark Henry and that, isn't he? In his tuxedo.
Dicking around with Mark Henry.
That tuxedo is going to reek by the end of this time.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Club nights. I'm not saying he's good. Like,
no, it doesn't
matter.
He's
a hygienic guy.
Anyone would reek after that.
It doesn't matter who you are. You can't wear a suit that many times in a row to a club.
Yeah.
The amount of people who are hugging you, the amount of people who are like saying hello, the actual just the air
being in there
inside all the clubs.
And
then in your bag.
Yeah.
I know he keeps it a thing, but even that's going on nah.
At what point is he going to have to say to the wrestlers, like, can we swing the tour bus by a laundrette, please? I need to get this washed and dried. Like,
dry clean it and then it goes shorter.
Like,
it's got like a little
Adam
Wilbur, like tiny Tim.
Or worse, by the end, and this is sort of a plug baked into this in a way, like what if he just develops a reputation as like the bus stinker by the end of the tour because that suit just starts to hum and he's not like, and that's Wilborn's like
the smelly cat.
The smelly cat of the Sweet Chin Disco tour. Anyway, go see him on Sunday because he'll be like 4 days deep by then. So
and get a good whiff of him.
Know how he stinks.
Arm right around the shoulder.
Drowned in aftershave. Like.
In the nugget in there. Anyway, yes, Wilborn will be back in a couple of weeks doing the job that he was born to do, but you'll have to put up with me for the time being.
I've just noticed something over there. There's those Tony D figures of Wilborn's.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they've got Elite written on the side like that. Not like, I know, obviously not.
Yeah.
In 1998 smash hit Small Soldiers.
I'm tired of goddamn Small Soldiers.
They have, it's like Commando, but then it says Elite just like that.
Aye.
The Commando Elite, and it looks just like that. That's weird, that.
That is weird.
Everything else is just a toy.
Well, speaking of Commando Elite.
You watched 1998. Oh, no, you didn't. That was Bugs Life, wasn't it?
Ants.
But Ants was also 98, right?
Yeah,
did we just do this downstairs? You watched Ants.
Yeah.
There you go.
You didn't watch both?
Didn't watch both, no.
This is like an AWWE thing.
I mean, why watch Bugs Life when you can have Woody Allen as an ant?
Why watch
I think
Bud
it's a few
Light?
reasons, but like that.
I think quite a few reasons, Phil, I would imagine.
I remember doing both at the time.
I've also just
I
imagined.
did both at the time.
Yeah.
I've also just imagined Woody Allen is someone's aunt. Like
Woody
auntie.
Allen is
Like
Mrs. Doubtfire.
that's even worse, Phil. Did you see Mrs. Doubtfire was in Newcastle?
Yeah.
Did you see this? That happened while you were away.
Mrs. Doubtfire was in Newcastle.
Mrs. like the
just
shoot.
roaming around Newcastle.
Hang on, wait. Right, not like the theatre show.
It was
Not
the
a
theatre
production.
show.
It was
yeah,
the
but
theatre
like the
show,
person who
but
plays
the-
Mrs.
as a
Doubtfire
bit
was
of,
just
like,
kind of
marketing.
roaming the
There's a bit of
streets as,
marketing.
like, a
Just
marshal.
roaming around Newcastle, doing like buying ice creams and going into shops and
Lobbing cantaloupes at people's heads or
Yeah.
whatever it was.
Yeah.
windmilling and that.
You can make him go that
Yeah.
way. You can-
I feel good.
Is that still on, Mrs. Doubtfire at the theatre or not?
I have no
Who knows?
idea.
But
I was just very impressed by
Mrs.
the
Doubtfire
prosthetics.
was at large.
Yeah, it
I
did
was-
look good.
It really did look good. Like I was blown away by the prosthetics.
Yeah.
What was the best Mrs. Doubtfire in Newcastle visual? Of the, like, did like Mrs. Doubtfire visit the monument? Or,
I
like,
think
other
that
sort
was
of,
the
like-
one where she'd put like a little scarf round her mouth and then she'd like punch the horse.
So good.
So good for him.
Left,
For him.
right.
Don't punch horses.
Don't do that.
And especially if you're from Newcastle, and whenever the derby happens to be on this year,
Neither side.
don't punch horses, man.
Leave, and that's coming from me. Leave
Yeah.
the police horses alone. They're just
In fact, you're the number one candidate for this.
they're just doing the job. They're just doing the job. Don't take BB guns to the match either, because
Yeah.
you get people in the eye.
No.
Right. We'll do a quick Forbidden Door preview in just a minute, but I do want to talk about something. We were just talking, you missed this, Nicholas. We were just talking about this over the desks before we came up while you were setting up, about the nightmare/exciting scenario that Chris Jericho looks potentially set to return to WWE, maybe as early as January 2026. There's been rumours of a Royal Rumble appearance, which, fair enough. Like, that's a big surprise comeback. Bit of trivia.
Not that much of a surprise, is it?
Yeah.
Weird.
You just spoiled it.
Curio, I suppose, that his last match was in Saudi Arabia in a Royal Rumble because he worked that greatest one.
Of course,
and then that was him. Came out in the 50 spot, did he? Got his money and got out, I think. And then Phil. Well, I mean,
That was to say it was the one where Brian looked like
aye,
the Passion of the Christ or something.
he went the distance, didn't he? Pretty much, or he went he broke the record for the longest time in the ring for no reason.
Yeah.
So it's 50
just
people.
because he could, probably.
And then very much in the spirit of Taxi Bastard, where the game's won as soon as it started, we kind of just spitballed some like, oh, God, what would be one of the worst things that could happen if Chris Jericho turned? Phil just fired in straight away with Chris Jericho versus Seth Rollins.
Face Jericho versus heel Seth Rollins.
Oh, right,
What do you make of that?
I mean,
Or, I guess,
what's that to make of it?
Because he's probably going to come back as a face, let's face it.
what are Browd thoughts on Jericho back to WWE?
I won't be watching it, so not gonna matter.
You're watching it.
Yeah.
Not going to pull you back in.
No, not at all. Look, it doesn't surprise me at all. It was always going to happen, I think.
Yeah.
Like
At some point.
shrewd enough to know when you're hot and when you're not, and when you need to change it up. Yes, he probably stuck around a little bit too long in AEW. The audience will eat him up. Like, I think.
Yeah.
Surely. Like, I don't think there's been a turn of will. I don't even think some of the fans who are currently watching would even have known what he did in AEW. Like, most of them don't watch.
Potentially.
Like, they might just have a fond memory of when he was there. Some of them are probably Jericho from was it the 2010 run-up was his good when he was in the suit and he was
The
doing
Shawn Michaels one, 2008.
Yeah.
like he was
There was a
doing all
few.
that.
That was the point of Jericho, wasn't it? So you could have the 2016 people with Owens. You could have the list.
Some people
and
might
then-
have said, the point being though, if they're like younger, they might not have been there for the Attitude Era Jericho.
Yeah.
But like they've caught one of them along the way, and there's been some great ones to go back to.
Yeah.
Just the idea of him coming back. I said it'd be funny if he came back and he went to NXT. I think personally,
Oh my
that would be
God.
really funny because like he could go there and he'd be so like have his nose out of joint by the fact that all these little dickheads running around. They're all just sexing each other and being daft and having crazy gimmicks.
Goes up to Shawn. Their hands, Michael.
And then he turns up. Exactly. And then it's like also the fascination of working with Shawn.
Yeah.
Also just the idea of him turning up like Steve Buscemi with his cap back. That's like, you know what I mean? Like, hello, fellow. And he's just like,
Carrying his
he's like, hey,
skateboard.
we're all partying and we're all shagging, if anything. And then he's like, his wife's on the FaceTime to him, like, how's it going, Chris? Yep, all good, all great. Everything's great. I'm about to go out dressed like a tree because I'm the learning tree, and that's what I do now.
I mean, I've seen upwards of 3 to 4 women hanging off those branches in the past. So,
Does his ego allow him to not use Fozzy and go back to Break the Walls Down?
100%. There is absolutely, that is like the...
Well, you say that. But that was one of his big things. Vince was always like, that's your theme. You will never have another theme in this company.
He had like, they switched it for like 3 or 4 months to Saliva, and Vince was like, what the...
Yeah,
turn this
like,
off.
That's your theme, full stop. For the nostalgia pop, there's that. But, you know, for Tim, and he's probably wanted his song played.
It's...
I don't know.
Like,
or maybe he wouldn't. Maybe he likes the separation.
I remember when...
He probably just wants a pop, actually. So it's just Break the Walls Down,
Break the Walls Down for the first time, and then Fuzzy for the next one, so he can get the paycheck through the licensing.
Break the walls, Judas in my mouth.
Oh, God.
He does his own
like a little mashup.
Oh,
probably better than Def Rebels.
The Big Show was terrible at the time. You remember the...
I was not around
Jericho one.
I was not around for
that. Well, like, because I was thinking about when Cody came in, obviously it was the last days of Vince McMahon, and then he got injured, and then by the time he came back for that Rumble, Triple H was in charge. Yeah. And it seems like it couldn't have possibly have happened, but there was a little bit of discourse at the time of Triple H never forgets. That throne thing will have stuck in, but instead he observed him and he was like, no, too much money to be made. Yeah. Let that one die. Let's push it. And I mean, look, we see everything now. Unreal's sort of revealed that Roman Reigns is not Triple H's guy, is he? It's Cody. It is very clearly Cody. Yep. Triple H always hated Jericho, just like never hit it. B+ player, didn't want to work with him at the time, kind of buried him off and on, always reduced him in status. Jericho
the Click were terrible with him as well, weren't they? I'm sure.
They tried to make him fail the X-Pac test, and he was just good enough to get through it, survive it, basically. But, like, that'd be such an interesting one, because Triple H, I feel, would be trapped between that historic, don't like you, never liked you, never got you, and if I can book you in a way that wins people back around on you, what a, like, public dub that is over AEW, who really lost you by the end.
You made friends with Punk, and I think...
I was about to say, if only there was a recent example of Triple H and CM...
I guess I can't draw that comparison because there's CM Punk and there's but I guess other people disagree.
Yeah, it would be like he could eat. I wouldn't even take that much. The one like requirement they would have is that Jericho would have to get in shape, and he probably is right now. I would imagine.
Oh God,
he's in prime shape to be in WWE. Where
if he could, he'd be dropping selfies every day.
Yeah, it'd be like you're in. You'll turn back up, be that Jericho. And then see what happens. It's not a hard sell, is it? Really, for anybody who's watched? And you never know. He might get it. He might just need himself a little spark. Because I'm not that into him, but I would like if he's going to be good.
Yeah,
if you're going to be good, pal.
Yes, I mean, historically, he's gone off. He's had some time off.
Yeah,
like he's like dropped off in terms of like what he's doing, and then he's gone, had some time off, and come back and reinvented himself and found something else that's a new way of getting over. And like that's been his career all the time, just doing that. Yeah. This time he's waited until it's got a little bit further down before he bug it up again.
You feel like this time maybe it was I don't want to let this go at the minute actually, because if I don't have this, what have I got?
Yeah,
that's what it was feeling like, and it was really crushing everything around it, and probably himself too. Let's be honest, like
he was chasing his losses a bit in AEW, wasn't he? You could tell like that, and I can't leave this place without all the credit I deserve. Yeah, so I've got to keep going until I find it, and then it just got lower and lower.
Hey,
and lower.
No matter what he turned into, you can't discredit the work he was doing at the start. Like it was absolutely critical to that success. For
How long has he got left in him as well? Like
what in terms of
not a spring chicken. He's been doing this a long time.
And he had his 50th. I think it was 20. I'll check now, but I'm sure it was 2020 when they did like a Dynamite special on his.
Well, I thought they were gonna, like when he did his whole Painmaker gimmick. I always thought that was him trying to wind down into like that Minoru Suzuki-esque like.
55 in November.
Doing less.
Can't do this forever.
Yeah.
But I can reinvent myself, which you assumed he would be able to as like a brawler or an ass kicker. Like, turn the man of 1,000 holds into, I actually literally have 1,000 holds. I'm going to put you in all of them.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I thought he said. And then I was like, no. What if the Painmaker could feel love?
Yeah, God.
And then
I need to find a way in which the Painmaker can have sexual intercourse.
One minute the Painmaker wants to have sexual intercourse, the next minute he's a tree. Such is the way of life.
Yeah.
Spread the seed is always the way.
So here's the thing with me and Chris Jericho in 2026, because I don't really... he's never been my guy, but I've acknowledged when he's been a pretty cool guy contextually. I think I might actually favour the list of Jericho with Kevin Owens over any other period of his career. I think he really hit upon something there unexpectedly. So he was in great nick as well. The turn, it did deserve that WrestleMania title match. It didn't get.
It did. It really did.
Goldberg did too. I've always been on both sides of that argument. I got it with Goldberg, but anyway.
If you'd had 2 nights of WrestleMania, it wouldn't have been a problem.
Exactly. And that's what was going to be my next question. If it's going to work, nostalgia, fitness, all that kind of, he works WrestleMania, right? In probably quite a high profile match because he'll have only been back. There's nobody I put him with that I'm actually into it.
Yeah.
I'm going up and down that roster. I'm just not seeing it yet. I'm not seeing the Jericho match.
I've got a classic for you that you're going to love.
I can see something.
Going to love it.
Face tells me flipping to you.
Oh, well, potentially. Well, actually, I've got one flippant one and one that's just popped in my head. I'm like, you know what, why not? You could just do flippant. Jericho and AJ Styles could run it back in because Jericho beat AJ in his first Mania match, didn't he?
He did.
And on his return, he could just beat him again, which is the funny part. Because he'd be like, Styles would be like, well, so it's my turn to win now, right? And he's like, well, no, actually, yeah.
Bit of passage of time trivia that's just.
And also, it would just be bad because Styles doesn't ever have. God bless him, he never gets that Mania match that just really clicks.
AJ Styles, as of next WrestleMania, will have had 10 consecutive years with WWE, which is longer than any one of Chris Jericho's individual runs.
There you go.
I just went through my head there.
So
Styles has got just the argument of, this is my house now.
He can literally be like, no, I'm the veteran here now.
Yeah.
You're the loser. You're a tree. What the hell? How are you going to wrestle as a tree?
You're a person.
AJ Styles is about the right level for Chris Jericho Mania match, though, because you don't want main event guy, because it's like first match. Just having Jericho on Mania is like the draw itself. You're not putting him in like a title match or anything, but like you need a decent sized star to make it a thing.
Well,
AJ Styles.
Also, I think I'm correct in saying this. Who's the current Intercontinental Champion?
I should know this on account of it being my job. I was going to say Solo Sikoa, but he's the US.
No, someone adjacent to AJ.
Becky Lynch.
Yes, correct. Nailed it. So I'm suggesting Dominic Mysterio.
Of course, he's still a champion, isn't he?
You're kind of telling me Jericho wouldn't fancy you. Hey, you're red hot at the minute.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, young guy, you've got some stuff going on.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, and wouldn't it be funny if like I turn up and Liv Morgan's now my girl. And we come and we take away your belt.
I said it downstairs earlier, but Chris Jericho taking over the Judgment Day.
Dropping at the stable as the Carlito figure. We kind of landed on as just a wacky guy in the background.
Y2 Judgment Day.
We're all young.
There you go.
Yeah.
White. That's happening.
That's it. That's happening.
That's a shirt already.
T-shirt. Do you remember when he did that little fake out T-shirt with Styles because they were going to be a tag team?
Yeah,
Right
Y2
before
AJ.
that.
Nice
Y2, it was, but at the time I was fresh back and I was like, I think he means this. And I was like, that's a terrible T-shirt. Y2 AJ.
I have thought, and the match promises nothing, but I think the promos, again, I can't switch off this idea that Triple H will want to test him a bit and be like, what have you still got?
I'm in the punga.
Nah, I was thinking him and LA Knight.
Keep him right over there.
Yeah, out of the way, you.
Out of the way.
Yeah, him and LA Knight. Like,
Yeah.
if LA Knight's gone heel by then, Jericho's going to come back with all the babyface momentum. He's going to be like, look, I was like mouthing off the guys in the 90s, like that you were trying to copy. And that guy, I beat The Rock and Austin in one night, and that's all you are.
Yeah.
So I can beat you in one night.
He
I
does
mean,
like
that's
his-
right there.
like
isn't
watching-
it?
Yeah, he does. Jericho does like his sort of short nostalgia runs as well when he like comes back to do this, like a greatest hits Jericho kind of thing against LA Knight makes a lot.
Not
of sense.
that LA Knight's like a spring chicken, but in TV terms, he's still relatively fresh. It's like, look, all you've done is like Jericho would do that with people, wouldn't he? Say, I was doing this before you, and he could say, I was this mouthy guy. You're nothing special. I've fought 100 of you, kind of thing. And I don't know. Let us know if you even want Chris Jericho back in the Fed. I'm sure if you're an AEW fan, you do. But in that sense, it's probably
Nothing in my life will change when he returns to the Fed. Nothing.
I dare say,
But I would look forward to being proven wrong, and it would be nice if he just became the hottest thing in wrestling again.
would.
we haven't. Yeah, I was thinking about this from a podcast point of view. We haven't spoken positively regularly about Chris Jericho since like 2022, and yet he's been present on it.
Yes, but whose fault's that?
Well, Chris Jericho's.
Yeah.
Like it would be. I'm not against him.
Like I'm big fan of his work up to a certain point. Like, and then man fell off big time, in wrestling and outside of wrestling.
Well, yeah. Eric Vasquez has been on. Hello, Eric.
Hello.
Thank you for your comment. Hello, guys. Happy Friday and welcome back to the Doctor. Thank you very much, Eric. Has Hamflett been briefed on everything he missed? New bits, Handmaster Sexy, and so on. What about wrestling birds like Owl Snow? Is that anything? Nicholas briefed me on Alistair Black For more, go and check out the Smackdown preview, available on YouTube and all Spotify and all that now. Handmaster Sexy.
Why did that happen? It was a
How many times have you said that from that chair?
Yeah, it was a Smackdown, and it was something about putting the word hand into a wrestler's name. Why did that happen?
Well, I'm just reading along the comments.
If whoever left that comment, please remind me why it was. It was something to do with, I don't know, but I did remember reading a couple later that was like Joe Hendry, Mark Hendry, the world's strongest hand.
Growing up to be a wrestler?
Nah.
Dan of the Dragon 5880 says it was Mr. Iguana. Was it something to do with, because he's got that stupid puppet on his hand?
And Balor had the...
Oh, yeah, you missed Mr. Iguana's return. And he must have been devastated.
Oh, God, not Mr. Iguana.
Heartbroken.
And
it was me worried that the Fed was falling off in 2025.
Yeah.
The spooky Finn Balor's back as well. It's just
did you see Finn Balor's puppet?
Actually.
No.
So Finn Balor had a puppet.
Right.
And the puppet was called Demonito.
Okay, right, yeah.
And that is kind of your bull stuff.
I mean, that's my bull stuff.
That's your bull stuff. That's what they say. Don't mock me or you'll be ruining your audio, pal. I'm doing this for you.
Dan of the Dragons has followed him with Dude Glove. Brian's got Handy Slurray.
I can't remember why it was, what the thing
Dude
was.
Glove.
Yeah.
That was like it was hand. I guess it was maybe just puppet stuff.
Yeah, I
maybe.
guess.
Hundhurst, Hansley, Shane McHand, Handmaster Sexy.
Handmaster Sexy, I remember from the comments.
Nicholas, this is from Meme again. Nicholas, can you explain the Jericho Vortex, but if you're Aleister Black?
Can I explain the what?
The Jericho Vortex, but as if you're Aleister Black.
As if I'm Aleister Black.
I guess because he likes to give full explanations of things.
Okay.
He does, yeah.
So how do you explain the Jericho Vortex then? I mean, if you were to talk about the Jericho Vortex, there's a wrestler named Chris Jericho, you might be familiar with him. He's a chameleon of sorts, put him in different companies and different matches, and he'll change all the time. A chameleon is a little lizard who you will put in an environment and it will change colors to meet the environment's, texture, color, whatever you like. It's your game. You play it. So basically, the Jericho Vortex was a man who changes his ways a lot, but every time he was getting a little bit older. I like this. Voice changes as he goes. And as he gets older, he starts to feel a little bit insecure as he gets older. And basically, the more he gets old, the more he has to attach to youth, which to make him feel more youthful. So he would start working a lot with the younger guys, the sort of up-and-coming, spunky young fellas. And then he tried to get the rub.
Why should I smile there when you said spunky?
Well, because, it's like ejaculate coming out of the penis is what people think of when you say spunky. But also in America, spunky just means you've got a lot of vim and vigor, That's what it is. So essentially, Jericho would be trying to take the youth of the young wrestlers under the premise of putting them over, They say, come with me, kid. I'll get you back in this business. You'll be right at the top of the world. And then actually, no, he just takes all of your pops, all of your vibes, and leaves you in the bin over there for people to forget about, I guess. Shout out to Ricky Starks. And that's the Jericho Vortex, kids.
Thank you, Alistair.
No problem.
Phil, any thoughts?
None. None whatsoever.
I think I just went into a bit of a trance there. I just feel like Undertaker eyes roll back in the head-esque moment there. There you go.
Angel Kitty, that's Jules, isn't it? I think.
Yes.
Angel Kitty, hello. My girlfriend and I are going with Sean Connery.
Yes.
Brian fires in to say he's getting Swedish/Michael Caine.
This was happening. This was happening with Older.
Thank you.
Where's Jericho from the Jericho Vortex? I said you're only supposed to go in the bloody vortex.
From a Jericho Vortex to a Forbidden Door. Some quick hits on the show taking place here.
Christ, we've still got a preview.
We'll keep it. Come on, we'll keep it brief. Sorry, I know. And then we got a bloody good quiz. First ever Forbidden Door in the UK. AEW's big pay-per-view in the UK this year. Yeah. They're returning to Wembley next year.
Yeah. All right, and that's Forbidden Door preview.
Forbidden Door.
Oh, they actually managed to sell it out, so good for them.
Yes. This is going to be. That's genuinely interesting to track because And here's me saying this, because WWE ran it for Money in the Bank in 2023, and it's going to be tight. So, like, if AEW, I think, like, obviously they're no strangers to shrinking the old sets. And if they do that, obviously they can fit a few more seats in. They're expecting good. I'll just be interested to see if they can do that. But I did look at the card, and because I'm going, you have that bias. You're like, oh, cool, I'm going to see them and them and them and them and then. I didn't feel the need to watch the TV to get us to this card, if I'm being brutally honest. That'd be about maybe two or three Dynamites in a row. Mm-hmm. And I can't, there is a match I want to get to in a second that I think I sense I like more than everybody else I've read talking about it on X. But let's start with this lights out steel cage match. Jesus Christ. Right, the Death Riders and the Young Bucks and Gabe Kidd, the baddies. Against this, I know none of them are fit and healthy, but who cares when they're all together? Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi, Darby Allin, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and Will Ospreay, and it's a lights-out steel cage match.
Yeah.
Yep.
I want to look at that.
Of course you do.
I want to look at that.
I'd be interested to see how many of them could run 100 meters.
I did see the clip of Tanahashi running the ring. Pay that man the respect he deserves. Phil Chambers.
I was going to say, come on now, it's too easy that.
One day, I wasn't just talking about him either.
Yeah. No. Darby Allin's down from Everest. Ospreay might have to go under the knife for neck injury.
Like he lives up there. He's just popping down for the night.
For the weekend.
He's down from Everest before he goes back up there.
Put his skateboard down with it.
Ibushi, very well documented injury return of late. Kenny Omega, the diverticulitis never goes away sort of thing. It's sort of inspired this, isn't it? If none of them are really good to go, but you can stick them in there for 10 15 minutes and just an all-out
Oh, for sure.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun.
They've sort of nailed that, haven't they?
It feels like the kind of match you'd get when Vince would just pull the pin. Like,
something's gone wrong.
Like that, what was it, TLC?
Yep.
With a Shield and...
First 20 guys.
Yeah. Shield and Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
And then it was like Balor and Styles. Is that the same pay-per-view?
Yes. Yeah, when
everybody's
Bray
off,
was ill.
sick.
Yeah.
It just feels like that. But sometimes that works. Sometimes it just you just put them together and you're like, oh, okay.
Can you remember the big moment that got things back on side for the babyface Shield against I think they were fighting 7 men. Can you remember the moment of that match? Just to add to your point of like how crazy can we get this? What was the turning point for the babyfaces? Because it was the Shield and they were super powered, but there were 7. There were 7 of them.
There were 7 of them.
until something happened on the heel side.
I can't remember.
You got any memory of this one, Phil?
Absolutely none.
It was to do with...
All I remember is Kurt Angle standing with the chair and not moving anywhere.
Yeah.
And he's like, and you've just forgotten what to do when you're not wrestling.
Yeah.
So he's just standing with the chair and he's like going, like he's just watching his 2 sons, kicking ass. And he's like, oh yeah, I'll get involved at some point. Just waiting for my moment.
Due to heel dissension and an upcoming babyface turn, the heels ganged up and
did Braun go into a trash can?
Threw Braun Strowman in a bin lorry.
A bin lorry, that was it.
As if to imply he was about to be.
But then did he not come, turned back up?
I think he turned it like on Raw, like probably knowing WWE at the time, like out of the... And that was him. And
with a playset that you can buy on
WWE.com. Smashing garbage, bin lorry. Yeah. They chucked him in a bin, in a rubbish grinder.
Yeah.
Like, well, that'll deal with him.
We've killed him.
We've killed that biggest partner. Yeah. Let's deal with the Shield.
Who else was it then? Was it...
It was...
Was it the Drew McIntyre and... I think wasn't that one.
Slightly predates that.
Yeah.
So I think it was the Bar. Cesaro and Sheamus.
If only we had a way to look this up.
I do it without. I believe it was the Miz Taraj as well.
Yeah.
And there might be one more, but it might have just been Braun. I'll check. 2017.
I've done this. This was my fault. We were a 1 match into the preview.
we were actually doing it.
We were actually on it, and now we're looking at like WWE.
How could I forget him, man? The Miz Taraj, the Bar, Braun Strowman, and Kane. It's always frigging Kane.
Of course, yeah.
Of course, right, perfect.
Kane was kicking around.
All right, come on, back to the...
Sorry, Forbidden Door.
That's my fault. I
think this match is going to be a lot of fun.
Who wins?
Will Ospreay basically said in a promo on Dynamite that he's going to kill himself in the ring.
Yeah.
So that's...
awkward.
Okay.
To distract the heel.
Yeah. It's a perfect ploy.
Babyfaces win.
Babyfaces win.
Yeah.
I think so.
Doesn't
the continued fall of the Death Riders,
yeah.
you'd like to see, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Weird
one to have as Tanahashi's last ever match in the UK. That's going to be an odd history books thing.
Well, I think he's going to do a high fly flow off the cage.
Probably.
But as mad as that sounds, considering the man's...
There's enough people to catch him.
It's like, 9 other people out there, 9 bodies, isn't it? It's actually quite a relatively...
You just got to make sure you catch him.
Yeah.
Or, have you ever thought about putting like a bunch of boxes on the ground, cardboard preferably, and then just paint them like ground.
Make it
People won't notice. People ain't going to notice.
Obviously, they're really good at that. Get the best people on it. Or get a Tonga Loa out there, because watching him eat that moonsault from the cage of SummerSlam pretty much by himself, that took some guts.
Some guts, all right.
The semi-main event, is this controversial? I don't know. Hangman Page defending his world title on pay-per-view for the first time, but he's against MJF, and I've seen a lot of grief thrown at this one. He convinced MJF to execute the contract. And then MJF unconvinced him by wanting to set Mark Briscoe on fire.
Like you do.
And
that's what I do.
I haven't actually seen that yet. So there you go.
It's a bit of a...
We're in a different boat now, because I haven't seen
Dynamite. That's at least the chronological order.
Basically, MJF replaced the Hurt Syndicate with Ricochet and his guys, because you just needed to get past that story as quick as possible.
That's so weird, man.
And then immediately on the same show, they went and kidnapped Mark Briscoe and threatened to set him on fire.
If he didn't let him unexecute the contract.
Yeah. And now
so they're having a match,
so he
but
has
it's
the match
not
for
the
the title,
contract.
but he also has his contract.
That sounds real.
And if Page is disqualified, I can't without he loses the belt.
Yeah.
I don't mind this element of it, because it does feel like what they're trying to do is create every scenario for MJF to win, and then it's like there's obviously a rematch probably down the line, and Page wins it's second from top. It's not.
It's kind of textbook MJF, like finding a way to try and make it feel different, albeit through what might feel quite contrived in that way. But like if it works out and comes off, like
he did mock Ricochet for being bald, and then Ricochet immediately was like, "Oh yeah, I'll join forces with you." It was a bit of an odd.
Yeah, that's that whole thing, man. The moment for feeling like the Hurt Syndicate thing, hey, it's a work. They're gonna help him or whatever. Nah, just
gone.
Just drop it.
Bye.
Well, the last story I remember reading, news-based before I left Thailand, was this thing about the Hurt Syndicate apparently playing a bit of politics. Who's behind the scenes?
We don't know.
Couldn't possibly figure
it out. Absolutely cannot.
We tried last week to figure it out. Me and
Still,
we just
I've been
couldn't.
thinking about it all week.
Yeah, me too. I was watching Small Soldiers, thinking, man, I just can't focus on this film because I just don't know who it is in the Hurt Syndicate. No mercy.
We'd speculated on this on the podcast when they talk some kind of way to the mid-carders they don't like in promos and the like.
Yeah.
That does take us to the tag team title match, in which a tournament ended in a draw. But
it was a hell of a match, though.
So I've heard, haven't seen this yet. FTR and Brody Doe had a 30-minute draw.
Real fun.
That's right. However, this is, according to Wikipedia anyway, elimination rules. So that seemed to be this kind of politically safe, right, one team can pin the other team, the Hurt Syndicate lose the belt, so that losing the match.
Right.
But no, I now think the Hurt Syndicate will retain by pinning both teams.
Yeah.
Maybe the chat had noticed. Was that something they announced on the show? Because I don't remember that being announced on the show. Remember, they announced the tag match, or the triple threat tag match.
Because that's surely where everybody jumped to a bunch of conclusions.
When you were saying that, it's an elimination, I was like, well, where did that come from? And I don't remember that being on the show, so maybe I've just not been paying attention.
I would normally be on this, but I was off for the last 2 days. Again, if I didn't mention this, because everybody else was off. So I too switched off.
Well, Wiki says elimination. I haven't seen that, so I don't know. I want to move. There's a comment I just saw there.
Why would you go anywhere else for a Forbidden Door preview? You know what I mean?
Yeah, come.
Get their real stuff here.
Screw the rest. Stick with the best.
That's us.
That's us. We've always said that.
That's what this is.
Devin Dowling, last year's Forbidden Door, we had Mane versus Stephanie Vaquer. Who does WWE steal?
What button?
I don't have a button.
Mercedes.
Money.
Who does WWE steal this year? Like, good question. I think you posed that one cynically, but that was smart business from the Fed. I'm going to stick up for them. Stephanie Vaquer was available, and she was shop windowed, and they were like,
hell yeah.
Like, free, we'll take her. Like, that's not, you can talk about the Fed do loads of bad stuff to AEW, but that wasn't that. That was a wrestler using this as a shop window. And that does take us.
That was the point. That was kind of the point of those matches, though, wasn't it? Like, put yourself in the shop window. If they aren't going to take you up on it, then...
And that does take us to Mercedes Moné. She's retaining, right, against Alex Windsor, Persephone, and Bozilla. I've never seen Bozilla work. I've only seen Persephone in an AEW.
Yeah, I don't know who any of these...
Alex Windsor did.
You do miss a lot when you just take 1 week away from looking at stuff, don't you?
She started really well with that all-in debut.
Alex Windsor, I know Alex Windsor looks good, and it makes sense that she's in it. Obviously, she's going to get big old pops.
Yep.
A close but no cigar, I think, maybe. Or what if it's like a There's a surprise reason why she loses. Big money if she's going to lose upwards again, but might be a bit too early for that though. So,
well, they are going to go back to, and to answer your question, I don't think, I don't know. Maybe like this is Persephone or Bozilla's moment of like, well, yeah, all right, we'll take this opportunity. And WWE are watching; they know that they're watching, and you'd be daft not to consider your options if you're a wrestler at least. But
sorry, I'm trying to figure out who's winning the match, and you're asking me
who's
getting stolen by WWE.
It's hard to look past money retaining there, isn't it? Like, the steel set up for. However, Toni Storm and Athena's different gravy. I think there's a title change coming now, you know?
Do you?
Toni Storm lost to Mariah May at Wembley last year, so they could play with a bit of a London curse. They're doing a babyface injury story with her, like they are in a couple of other matches on this card, with Swerve, who I expect to lose to Okada. So you've already built in this injury thing. And I just think, even though this is not for Athena's Ring of Honor title,
it feels like they want to throw that away. Yeah.
You've got she kind of sits there as a paper champion then, doesn't she?
Yes.
I would have a win. I would have Athena go over here. I'm not saying you don't just run this back between the two of them.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, Toni Storm's already proven you can do this to her, and it doesn't matter, does it? Like, her main aim is get everybody else up there as well, like on the level.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I would go for it. I wouldn't be surprised if she retains either. Again, one of those.
This is
nice
the contract execution, by the way.
But this is nice bit of business.
Again, you can't argue with Athena deserving it either.
No,
like, she's put in their work over the last few years.
And you know, although we would definitely like to see them in more matches, the women in AEW. Christ, they've got enough good ones in there. Fair play to Tony Khan. Wait, because at least it's another match where I could potentially say like it could go either way. This I don't know. When we had the two great ones previously, like you had the Mercedes and Tony one, nobody really was like officially 100% sure which way that was going to go, and surprised quite a few people. Not you, I realised, but
no, I was the other way.
Oh, the other way.
I thought Mercedes.
Oh yeah, okay, she was going to like not Sidgwick then.
Bank it, yeah, it was Sidgwick.
I'll give you credit.
Tony Storm on that one.
There's your respect, Michael.
We had a pasty on that one.
We've got a pasty on Isaac, so I just need that transfer window to shut. And he needs to stay at Newcastle, but that's a whole other kettle of fish.
It's a big pasty.
But yeah, that could go either way. So fair play for booking another match that could actually be either or.
What else we got? I don't think this is unpredictable, but I think it'll be a great thing to watch. Kyle Fletcher versus Hiromu Takahashi. We can't pretend this is like 5-6 years ago, Takahashi.
No.
But I can't pretend that I'm watching New Japan either. So I just sense that there's that. They're trying to capture something from years ago that they've never really had the opportunity to and benefit Fletcher.
Yeah.
Too obvious a take? Like,
no, I think Fletcher, but
he's having his year, isn't he, Kyle Fletcher? And
but at the same time, it's weird, isn't it? Because can you imagine that Fletcher going back to old Takahashi, but like in New Japan rather than...
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
This would be insane, wouldn't it?
Doesn't bear thinking, does it?
Oh. It's like, I mean, when you say it's not that Takahashi, he's put his body through a lot.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, if you ever got anyone that's going to work his ass off in a ring with a guy like that, it's Fletcher.
He's going to make him look great as well. Like back and forth, both of them. And he's still got plenty. Got plenty of tricks up his sleeve as well. Takahashi, you can't go wrong there. Like, I
think this could do with more than, and we always say this. I don't want to have the same boring chat on Tuesday when we review this, but like if there was anything that would suffer for that, if only this was 5 minutes less, it's this. I think they can go balls to the wall. Fletcher wins, but you do it in like difference of doing it in like 9 minutes versus 14 is going to be huge. I think here.
Big sprint, lots of moves.
Yeah.
Kick each other's asses.
Really, like...
I mean, he's from the Ospreay learning tree as well, so he's got that, like, that Ospreay Best of the Super Juniors run, like, era of...
And they're showing
go.
They're showing the tier thing, aren't they, as well? Like Ospreay saying you need to do this for a while, but you're getting jacked and big like I did, and then, like, let's work on your promo game. You're doing that.
Arguably, he might have surpassed that.
He's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah. He does feel like he's on a one-way trip to the top, but you've just got to do these stages to make it feel...
Absolutely. You've got to get your reps as well, man.
I kind of can't wait for this.
Just lucky the Big Show's not wrestling.
Paul White. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Nigel McGuinness.
Yes.
With Daniel Garcia. That could be a turn. Daniel Garcia on Nigel McGuinness.
Yep.
I think this is going to be great. Like,
of course it will.
It's going to be over massively. Like, Nigel McGuinness is going to be a super, I would imagine, super red hot baby face.
Effing in the bushes again.
I mean, that was crossed. I bet you the rights fees for that have gone through the roof this year.
That's
questions will be asked this year of the value of that versus 12 months ago.
That is a good point.
Zach's obviously all the way over. I think he's wrestling elsewhere this week. I might be RevPro, I can't remember. But Nigel, a rare Nigel McGuinness singles match. Lots of stylistic similarities from McGuinness's day versus the wrestler, the world champion that Zack Saber's. Because I don't see a title change or anything, but I think this one could be a little furnace. Like in terms of like there's going to be a hope spot for Nigel.
It's an era versus era kind of thing, isn't it?
That's it. Guys who never got to have that match.
Yeah.
Just
a nice. Imagine McGuinness might do a little magic trick in the middle of it somehow. You never know.
He's saving that for his Swedish disco. I don't know how that's going to work in the club, but I kind of want to see a bit of that. How's that? Everybody shut up. Okay, quiet and down.
Shh, Wilborn, like,
hundreds of people.
Just goes behind his ear and pulls a quarter out. There you go. You did it.
Screaming at somebody at the back of the club while the music's really loud. Is this your card?
F off! Righto!
Oh, yeah.
Here's a space, did you see it? Here it is.
Wilborn's lying in the box getting sorted out. I'm in half.
Is it supposed to hurt?
Yeah. Is there something else in the second box? They're my legs.
Nigel McGuinness just kills Wilborn.
For my next trick.
Yeah. How was the tour? Well,
Nigel McGuinness saw me in half.
Yeah.
That was unexpected.
As you can see. Much like Bazooka Joe in Small Soldiers.
It all comes
back to dear.
Soldiers.
I should have done a Small Soldiers quiz. This was an error. Last couple. Okada Swerve. I'm hedging my bets here because I don't think this is going to be that great. They didn't have a...
Got loads of TV time on Dynamite for it, so that was good.
They got nothing.
Yeah, they got a 30 second
all right.
like video package.
Swerve, they're doing the injury thing. Swerve, it's out there that Swerve could need actual time off. Okada beats him, doesn't he? And they just didn't have a very good match last year. I think
chemistry was a bit off, wasn't it?
It was a bit iffy. It's
which happens.
This unified title. I'm not buying that either. It's not a title, is it? They're telling you it is with Okada, but anyway, I like this because these two mean something to me. Cope and Christian. Back together against Kip Sabian and Killswitch. Nice one to see Luchasaurus back.
Cope and Cage,
that's a really nice.
That could have gone a very different way.
Feel good moment, that. Which is a bit of a weird thing to bring him back for. What's supposed to be a feel good baby face.
Yeah, really odd.
It's Edge and Christian. I like it's.
Well, it's not actually. I think you'll find it's Cope and Christian.
It's Cope and Cage.
Cope and Cage. Have they called them that yet? Because they should have by now. Because I don't know how you haven't done that. It's 4 letters.
Yeah.
One word.
Cope Cage.
Cope Cage.
I'm enjoying them together. It's massively rushed and a bit weird, but the promo on
was it good?
Dynamite, I did enjoy it. I think they've got something with this like.
Do you think Edge and Christian might have some chemistry?
I think they might, but this because Chris is just not giving up on his persona.
Brilliant.
Which is what it needs. Like, I mean, it's been a really odd turnaround. So if he just keeps being that person, but like Edge is the one that kind of lightens it up and like makes him a little bit lovable or whatever.
It's
like
stinging Lex Luger, isn't it? A little bit like my best mate's a bastard, but you know, like
and Mick Foley kind of.
Yeah, that's kind of how they are in real life, though, isn't it? Because
he always says that.
Shoot Adam Coleman said he's an asshole. Like he's a proper dickhead. The kind of guy who goes to a restaurant and just makes the waiter's life a living hell.
Yeah.
Oh, he's really particular about his food. I remember talking about eggs once, and he's like, if there's any form of wetness on the eggs, like, because he just doesn't want them runny at all.
Yeah.
So it's like you get scrambled eggs, and if it's like just not the way, it's like it's going back. It's going back. I want the salad on the side. If it's not on the side, I'll send it back.
No, it's a bit weird, and obviously the FDR match is the one that they're really aiming for.
Yeah.
But so it's an odd one as their first one, but I'm enjoying it.
Which makes me think FDR, maybe they could put the titles on. I was thinking that match probably doesn't need the titles in Canada, in Toronto of all places, at All Out.
Yeah.
But then also that could be a main event, couldn't it?
Yeah.
You got them in Toronto fighting for the tag belts. 25 years on from their first tag title win, etc.
Yeah.
You could do something.
I just would like to see them. I'd like to see it work, and for my old Edge love, I would like to just see him just go back to having a bit of fun. Man.
Yeah.
I think there's no way he can do grit with this pairing.
No.
It does
There's
not
a
work.
way he will find it, Phil. But I just
surely just go back to being even if they get like just asshole heels again, but funny like that. Like why not?
And have that.
They've never done the nostalgia run, really.
Yeah, and that can come back eventually to be like it can be baby face if you want, but like just do something that involves a bit of crack.
Yeah.
And taking the piss out of it and be the we're the two stupidest guys in this room, but we don't know it. That's
Even if
the
they're
best.
taking the piss out themselves a bit because they're much older doing it. Like they could pull that off.
I love them. Like I love Edge. Are they my favorite tag team ever? I think they might be. I love Edge and Christian for that 2000 run alone. They really meant something to me.
Edge, Christian, Kurt Angle as that combo.
That's in forever, you know?
Absolute gold. Rhino with them.
Rhino in there as well, yeah.
Any spot where the two of them are in the ring and they just shape their bodies in a way they're about to do a 5-second pose before the heels break up. Massive to me. Like crying in the crowd, you know? If there's a bit where, to your point about them taking the piss out of each other, I kept thinking about this, where Edge presents a gift box to Christian and he kind of opens it. And it's those over-the-top glasses, the ones that went right over his head with the beanie hat. It's like, yes, like lean in as hard. You can't lean in hard enough. Yeah. Like the Kazoos are coming back, you know that. But there's going to be elements, they cannot get this wrong for me if they just double down. Yeah.
Smash cut.
I hope you're right. Like, now we both have spikes.
Two spikes.
Two spikes. Spike and spike.
Spike Chato.
Spike squared. Let's go.
Just a quick last bit, a little bit of lore, then we'll get to the Bloody Good quiz as well. The return of Killswitch, portrayed as if he was kind of resurrected in a lab type situation. Is that
Jurassic Express?
Is that the Jack Perry? Because he now lives his life soldering stuff in the woods, doesn't he? Like, what if it's revealed here that it's Jack
he's
Perry?
The mad scientist who's returned Luchasaurus back to life.
That guy's a popular fella in our London, England. Nothing has ever happened.
Nothing notable in London has happened.
Jack.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I hope we build Luchasaurus out of real glass.
Cry me a dinosaur. But yeah, a reveal of him, like Killswitch, obviously no longer being affiliated with Sabian and Nick Wayne.
Is that what they did, by the way? They had him built.
There was like a little video package. So Kip Sabian and Mama Wayne came out.
Yeah.
Then like Wayne was on the big screen doing a promo of like, when you swung Spike at me, I like broke my foot, getting away from it, kind of thing. But it's like, we've got a replacement, and then like a video package played, and it was like 10 seconds. But it was like you saw like a close-up of like some hands and like a syringe.
Right.
And then Luchasaurus like laid down in like a grimy-looking hospital bed. Yeah. And they injected him and he like sprung back to life, kind of thing. And then he came through and chokeslammed everyone.
Could be Dr. Jungle Boy.
Could be Dr. Jungle Boy.
We'll see. But yeah, obviously Cope and Cage to win, and just a nice big match. Yeah, no sort of shock, twist or turn. Or they're just together now, aren't they? We don't need any sort of extra beat in that story.
What was that tag finisher? Did they have a tag finisher?
No, because Christian had the Unprettier and Edge had the spear, or a million moves with Edge in.
Yeah,
dramatic execution,
educator,
all of his Edge stuff.
Yeah,
so yeah,
Edge-o-matic. Oh man, what a guy!
That was very much an era where you have to have a tag team finisher.
Yeah, that is interesting. I wouldn't have thought it was a choice, like a conscious choice.
They used to do their own version of like Poetry in Motion.
Yeah,
when
they
had
come
up with
pieces, but like an actual finisher. They had a few moves.
No. They were probably smart enough to know as well that there was singles runs coming after it. So it's like, establish your own stuff now.
Probably what they were after. I wanted like they were both after it.
No, I cannot wait. I know I can understand why people don't go in for the booking, but this is one of them ones where you actually do the nostalgia.
And you'll forgive all of the lack of booking if it's good. If it becomes entertaining.
That's always the way.
That's always the deal.
And
I will forget if you provide me with entertainment.
Yeah.
Forbidden Door, like AEW, they do tend to nail the pay-per-views. Like even when things were bad, the pay-per-views had so much to sort of praise, and so I think
every time
they need to keep the momentum going. That's the thing that's like very important.
And there's a curfew, which could really, really help Tony Khan's timing out of his matches.
He'll just start like an hour early.
I think the 0 hour starts at 4 o'clock.
I'm telling you, man, he'll start as early as humanly possible. You are going to be waking up on that day, and at 12 o'clock in that stadium.
I think it's 4 o'clock, and I think the curfew is like 10, 11 sort of time.
Still 6.5 hours, my friend.
Nah, but he likes putting on,
No, and he likes a good 7-hour show. Is what he likes.
So he's knocked off half an hour.
Yeah.
I'll restrain myself.
No, he won't have knocked it off. He'll find another way to fill it.
He always find a way.
And he has 30 minutes with Renier Paquette.
Right. Oh, but Jeff Jarrett is on those panels now. So I might get to go and look at him.
Yep.
He's doing a live show, I think, with like Grado and Tom Campbell or something this week. So go along and see Jeff Jarrett if you want to while he's in London.
Well, you go.
Absolutely. Maybe I will. I won't get the chance. I'm not in London long enough. But I would. If I was down there, I would. Forbidden Door review coming Tuesday. There's your preview. And now it's time for this.
Bloody Good Quiz.
right away.
Toss them away. This week's Bloody Good Quiz is sponsored by Nicholas and Phil, who've been very patient and helpful with me on this podcast today.
Have we?
I don't think
you know, you're normally
I
real pieces of garbage, and you've been super nice today. So
I did start by interrupting your intro with a boner thing, and then mocking you for not having a song.
Oh yeah,
and being a part-timer.
Just Nicholas then.
Just me.
Right, 10 questions, proper ones, not written by AI, definitely not funny or entertaining. On
Thailand.
wrestling.
On elephants.
Wrestling
Wrestling
in
elephants.
the UK.
Yeah.
Been down this week. WWE are all over the map.
Disappointing,
Counter programming. Dynamite was in Scotland. Hey, this is what I'm saying. It's not entertaining. That's not what you're here for. You're here to learn, right?
You are here to experience the Michael Hamflett's food of quizzes.
Yeah.
Bland,
all about
bland
Insurrection 2000.
yeah, bland, dry, and full of nutrients.
And we all might learn something, yeah? And that's the most fun one can have. Edutainment.
Let's go.
Right.
Another Edge's moves.
Question.
Let's go.
Question 1.
No sizzle, no steak. Just words.
I did have a nice steak.
Yes. Now's not the time.
No, sorry.
Come on.
Sure. Right, question 1. AJ Styles won his second WWE Championship in the UK, defeating Jinder Mahal on SmackDown in Manchester.
I remember. I do, because I was in the pub when it happened.
How
With
long?
you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And I rushed back to the office to record the video.
because it wouldn't have been on TV,
And it was
but it
just you and me. That's all it was. Can't think of anybody else who was there.
Oh, got
Yeah.
No one else.
But how long
Did he wrestle for 5-Star Wrestling?
was Jinder? But you know what? That's like weird because it was like a month, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where he left like New
Yeah.
Japan, and then
I
he
remember
debuted
them.
at the Rumble, and somehow he was in 5-star for a month doing these empty stadiums. Or what it was like there. Mad, isn't it?
Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah. How many days was Jinder Mahal WWE champion? Was it 78 days, 98 days, 135 days, or 170 days?
Nicholas. 135 days.
No, dear, that's wrong.
My God. What were the options again?
78 days, 98 days, or 170 days?
Oof. I have no idea. The lowest one, 70-something.
78 days.
Go mad.
No, dear, that's
The
wrong.
highest one.
That's 170 days.
I knew it was in the hundreds, but I didn't think it
I
was
had like
170.
70 in my head, but maybe it's because it was 170.
Real piss take stuff. I remember the first like week of it. Wow, this is wacky. And it's killing the business.
I remember
Yeah, that's
exactly where I
nuts.
was. I was like in London when that happened, and I was just like the pay-per-view was about to like happen, and I was like, they're gonna put this belt on him, and they aren't they? And then it was the punch. Was that the Punjabi prison match? Wasn't it?
Carly just little brother him. I'll take that.
And I'm like, hang on. So and then all the pictures on the Indian socials were like, it's Carly with the belt. Like it's in Carly's just turned up and won the belt, and Jinder's like, hey, like what?
So weird.
Right.
Love Carly, man. Question 2, still 0-0.
I will never love Carly.
I
know
love
you
the great
him.
Carly. I
will
love him,
never
man.
love him.
Yeah, big old Chopsky.
Don't get him.
My kids still love watching old Rumbles on Netflix, and he rocked up in one the other day, and Charlie was just like, he's massive.
Who the hell's that?
That's why a great Carly
And that's
works.
exactly why you like him as well.
Shawn
Look how big he is.
Shawn Michaels on the floor screaming.
Look at the hard
Hard
camera.
camera.
Hard camera. Hard camera.
I love him.
What? Hard camera.
Big camera and all the empty seats because of you. Right, which UK promotion
5-Star Wrestling.
did Triple H appear in person during that period in
Nicholas,
2017 where all the big indies were bending over?
W?
Yay!
Yeah, I remember
Was.
that.
Yeah, I remember
Options
that.
were Future
Wow.
Shock, ICW Progress, or WCP.
So funny because it was
Right.
like, I remember all the pops, like, holy crap, Triple H is here. And I was like, it was the time when they were literally taking a sledgehammer to the business.
Yeah.
It's like, you're crushing all of your friends. Why are you excited about this? What is it? Oh, look, spit on me.
Spit on me, Paul.
Just strange vibes, man.
Yeah, it
Like,
was real pathetic.
it was literally like someone just getting their keys like that. Oh, I've got them downstairs. Just jingling the keys. Man. Look at the keys. Keys. Shoot the dog.
Everybody really showed their ass.
Yeah.
Not everybody.
Not everybody.
Not everybody.
Some stayed strong. And
Shout
good
out
on
Red
them.
Pro, shout out WCP.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
on them.
Question 3, 1-0 to Nicholas. WWE ran a UK-only pay-per-view in 1999 that had a name that they ended up using twice that year and will continue to use repeatedly throughout the decades. Was it A, Backlash, B, No Mercy, C, Armageddon, or D, Great Balls of Great Fire of London.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
Good.
You've really pushed.
I was waiting for a clash at the something.
Yeah.
Castle something.
Yeah.
Clash at the Castle
nailed it with that
something.
one.
We have the question and
Yes.
options again.
WWE ran a UK-only pay-per-view in 1999 that had a name that ultimately they used twice that year and then would continue to use repeatedly over the decades.
Yeah.
Was it A, Backlash, B, No Mercy, C, Armageddon, or D, Great Balls of
I
Great
really
Fire of
didn't
London?
think it would be any of these.
No.
I think I'm going to go with Great Ball. Nicholas, I'll try Armageddon.
Yeah, it was that.
Because I just don't know, yeah.
No, dear, that's
Yeah.
Go
wrong.
with No Mercy then.
Yeah.
Yay!
Hey,
Yeah,
there
Mercy.
you go, baby.
I was at that show, and I told a friend of mine I was going, Martin, shout out Martin, who wasn't really into the business. and
Stop hanging out with me.
I thought I was going to see the boy band No Mercy, who had that one-hit wonder, Where Do You Go, My Lovely?
Yes.
And I was dead excited about seeing No Mercy, and he thought I was just going to see them, and not the Fade. So there you go.
Was that one of the ones that was like only available in the UK? And
Skybox
America couldn't
office.
watch it?
Yeah, it was on Manchester.
That's
Rebellion.
interesting.
Yeah, there was a few of them that were typically terrible, but it was just the business was hot,
yeah.
so we were getting to go
I
watch
think
them.
it was Rebellion I desperately wanted to go to,
Mm-hmm.
and my parents would not take me.
No.
Sidge has told the story going to Capital Carnage
Yeah.
when
Jacqueline.
Jacqueline got her boobs out, and
Yeah.
his dad was basically rewarded for the long drive to London.
Yep.
Uh,
When's the next one, Michael?
Question 4. 1-1, I think. What was the main event of the first ever UK WWE show? Ever. Was it A, Hulk Hogan versus Randy Savage? B, the British Bulldog versus IRS? C, Hogan and Warrior versus The Undertaker and Ric Flair? Or D, Beans versus Toast?
What was the show?
It was called WWE in the UK.
Imaginative.
Yeah. It was on
I
Sky
bet it
Movies.
wasn't.
It aired on Sky Movies Plus, I believe.
Well, there
I
you
think.
go.
I think.
You
Yeah.
think?
I think.
I have absolutely no clue. The third one. The tag
Hulk
team.
Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior versus The Undertaker and Ric Flair. It's a shout.
Nice.
No, dear, that's wrong.
Why not? I'm just going to go with the British Bulldog. I don't know, but I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go with it anyway.
No, dear, that's wrong.
It was
First one.
Hogan Savage, but British Bulldog and IRS was the first main event of the first WWE show I went to.
Right.
UK Rampage 92 in Sheffield.
So, if
Arena.
anything, that's actually more important, isn't it?
That's kind of, that's why
A
I'm
real quiz.
glad we went for
So-
that. This quiz is important.
Yeah.
What was the tag team match from? Where did you pull that one out your ass?
I pulled it out my ass. I made it
there you
up.
Don't give him credit. The last one was,
Beans versus Toast,
Yeah, that's
Come
also
on.
true.
which was last year, of course.
as you can tell, he's running out of time the more that the quiz goes
That's
on.
true. There was like a few middle
So I'll be
questions.
like,
where I was like, I had my last
There's
one.
going to be
lined up.
3 silly answers soon, where it's
Why did question 5?
the chicken.
1-1 still. Why did The Undertaker wrestle in a tracksuit at 1998 Mayhem in Manchester?
Good.
Was it A, because the airline lost his luggage? Was it B, they were his street clothes for a street fight? Was it C, he wasn't actually booked? Or was it D, he doesn't respect the business?
Doesn't respect the business. Nicola, I don't remember.
No.
It's I think it's the street fight at the airport. The airport lost his luggage, just like the Young Bucks. Yeah.
He's out there in his
Yeah.
sweats, basically. I'm going to
real
get you,
fun.
Kane.
Yeah.
Like
Because
that.
he couldn't have possibly sent someone to a shop to buy some like black clothes. or
Just buy
something.
Undertaker clothes, yeah. You got any dead man clothes?
Yeah.
Couldn't do that.
Could have just gone literally anywhere.
Just bought
and
some
just
black
bought,
clothes. Yeah.
like even just a black suit and just cut it up
Yeah.
or whatever. Like,
Knowing him as well,
couldn't
in
possibly.
Manchester, he's like one of the fashion capitals of this country. Like, stupid jolly old England ain't got no clothing stores.
turns up in a Great Britain tuxedo.
A tuxedo t-shirt. Was black. Today, man.
I mean, not putting in the effort to buy some goddamn black clothes shows he does not respect this
He
business.
does not
after
respect
all.
the business.
But imagine if someone did that.
I bet he was so mad.
And well, he
Oh.
was a locker room leader. It's like, how does that work then?
Nobody
Yeah.
was allowed to sell it.
Nah.
Yeah,
What's
no one's
the
allowed
taker
to
doing
say
out there in those?
Yeah, he's
Nobody
like,
talk about it.
not allowed
Like,
to talk about it. That's the makes me mad.
he showed us. My stream just went dead on WrestleCulture, so I was going dead for everybody else. Anyway.
I'm gonna go and check to put your mind at
Oh
rest.
no, I think it's okay. It's okay. I've got Brian saying 2-1 Nicholas. There's another comment. Luke, I'll get to your comment shortly. Thank you, just in case we missed any more. Anyway, 2-1 to Nicholas. Question 6.
That's me saying we're not doing 2 hours.
Sorry. What was the first ever AEW match on UK soil?
Ooh.
Was it A,
God.
Hook versus Jack Perry, B, CM Punk versus Jack Perry. C, Better Than You Bebe versus Aussie Open. Or D, Paul White, Anthony Ogogo, and Grado versus Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal, and Satnam Singh.
Was this the Cardiff show?
Must have been.
Because have they gone anywhere else in the UK?
Oh, was All In actually the first All In? Was that actually? Or the first All In London was that actually the first UK show?
Yeah, because the Cardiff one was the night before.
Yeah.
Or that week off, sorry, because we were like, why have they booked the one in Cardiff?
But was that not the second year? That was definitely the first year.
Was it the first year?
That's what I can't remember.
I think it might be the first year. Because it was like the first year them running it and me thinking, how have you not got this down? Or like, surely people who run businesses around here or events in general could have said to you, you know, Cardiff's like all the way over there, and like London's over. You could just put it in London, lad. And
you know, Wales is home of Drew McIntyre.
you know, you have a football team in North London, right? Is that right? Is it North London? I don't know if it is North
Fulham
London.
is North West London. I think.
I don't know. It's somewhere.
West London, maybe.
London,
posh London.
brackets.
Very pretty walk to the
A
stadium.
direction. The one with the go-go in it. Why not?
D.
No, dear, that's
What were the
wrong.
other options?
The other options were Hook versus Jack Perry, CM Punk versus Jack Perry,
That would be tasty.
or Better Than You Bebe versus Aussie Open.
So that. It depends if you see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try. I've been intentionally jinxy here.
I
with
see.
this.
I see.
The first ever match AEW
Better
match
Than
ever.
You, baby.
Is correct. It was where, so you were thinking of All In 2024, which
that
was
the
the
next
first
year?
Dynamite in the UK. All In 2023 was this card here.
What
Okay.
was the question?
The first ever match, AEW match on UK soil, which was indeed Better Than You Baby versus Aussie Open.
2023.
Yeah, they only had one match on the pre-show.
So the Cardiff thing, it was the year after.
Yeah.
Right.
The pre-show
I was
was
thinking.
loaded with stuff. Our very own
There was a
Simon
lot of
Miller was
stuff.
security
I
guard. You had a
remember.
go-go and
Yeah,
Jarrett.
there
and
was
all
a
That
that.
all
lot of
makes
stuff.
sense now. I think I was just so convinced about that Cardiff show.
Because they were big on having Cole and MJF open and close.
Yes.
That was the...
Yeah, I remember. I was there.
Well, so in contrast, how many wrestlers featured in competitive matches on the All In 2024 pre-show? We were at the Crystal Club, still doing meet and greets when this was taking place. But was there...
That's why we missed the pre-show.
That's why we
That's
missed the
my
pre-show.
reason.
That's why. So how many
We
wrestlers
missed the
featured
pre-show.
in...
Did we actually make it there for it?
I think
No.
we made it just in time. We missed all of the nonsense stuff, but we got
We
there
did
for the
make it for
matches.
something, didn't we?
Yeah,
We caught
we definitely got there for the match.
The one we wanted to see, whatever it was.
We caught Jamie Hayter interrupting Saraya's
That's
promo.
right.
That's
We
what we
must
saw.
have caught quite a bit of it,
maybe-
actually.
Well, let's see, because, how many wrestlers featured in competitive matches on the All In 2024 pre-show? Was it 0, 10, 20, or 30?
God damn.
It's 2-2 at the moment. Thank you, Brian.
I don't know. I'm trying to think if that was like a big multi-something.
Yeah, like a get the people on a card
Was the-
thing. That must have been.
The Casino Gauntlet was on the actual show,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Right.
Was there even a casino gauntlet on the first one? Oh, I don't know. I've got the worst memory with these things.
Is this which show was this? The second
All In
one?
2024.
2024.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
2024.
going to say.
The
Okay, yeah,
gauntlet's
that- yeah,
best gauntlet they've
yeah,
ever
yeah,
done.
Together,
yeah,
Phil,
that
you and I
I
would
was
have
back in 2023 again.
together. You and I would have one brain, and we'd be pretty good.
What was on the pre-show? There must have been something big and dumb. But 30 is a lot of people.
That's what I mean. Like did they have a diamond ring, bollocks or something? Or
I got no idea.
Oh.
Phil, 20.
yeah, go on.
No, dear, that's wrong.
0, 10, or 30. Feast off famine stuff here.
Heads says it's 10. Tails says 30.
It'd be really funny if it turns out to be 0.
The invisible coin. In imagination.
Heads
What was that?
10.
No, dear, that's
Oh,
wrong.
There were 30 wrestlers.
What was the match and what was the big everybody's in there with a grandma match?
3 of them. Action Andretti, Kip Sabian, Carl Fletcher, Leo Rush, Rocky Romero,
Oh,
Tommy Billington, and Top Flight
I'm already
versus
bored.
Agogo.
Come on, stop this.
30 of them.
Yeah,
30 of them.
30 people.
Uh,
Look them up yourself. I don't want
There was a mixed tag as well of Tomohiro Ishii and Willow Nightingale versus Chris Statlander and Stokely Hathaway amongst
Yeah.
2 massive multi-man matches.
Yeah.
The Saraya thing. Yeah. Right. The O2 Arena has hosted wrestling now since 2008.
What's the scores? Because we need to get this
Ooh,
right. And how many
it's
questions
Still
have we got left?
2-2, I
2-2.
do believe.
How many questions?
Three. Question 8, this is.
Right.
Three questions left. So, 2008 now, it's been hosting wrestling, and the first event was WWE Monday Night Raw. Who won the first ever main event at the O2 Arena in 2008? Was it the Game Triple H, John Cena, Shawn Michaels, or William Regal?
Nicholas, the Game Triple H.
Yeah.
Of course it was. Of course it was.
It's forever.
I literally don't know that.
It's forever
I
now.
did not know that, but I just...
He did.
He's such a
He's a bastard, isn't he?
piece of trash, man.
Oh, the first ever time in the building, is it? Well, I think I'll be having that. Thank you very much. He defeated Bradshaw by DQ.
He'd be like, let's just check the history books. Oh, what do you know? Look at that.
Would you believe
I
that?
guess it's me.
Oh, it's me again.
I didn't even know that. Hey? He's like, they researched it the night before. Well, I guess forever that's me then.
Right. It is 3-2 to Nicholas. 2 questions remaining. And I'm going to say there's a little bit of pressure on Phil for this question.
Hello.
All will be revealed. Question 9. Not including TV tapings, how many WCPW / Defiant special events / pay-per-views took place between the 2016 launch and the wrapping up in 2019? I'm going to say closest to the pin wins here.
So not
Well, I'm not gonna-
loaded.
Not loaded. Not. There was another TV taping that you did or not?
Just Defiant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not them. The special events only, as given to me by the Defiant Wrestling Wiki, which includes WCPW, and they've gone into great detail. Every main
I don't
event.
have it.
Now,
Looks like good data. I'm happy with the data.
I
So
can't win this point. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'll beat you. So 0. That's my guess.
Good guess.
Thanks, Phil. I'll.
so yes, around
Hopefully, he'll be pretty close to say
around
1.
3 years. He's giving you a hell of a shot there.
Are there any options?
No, this is closest to
Closest
it.
to the pin.
Closest to it. Oh, there you go.
Puts the heat on you a little bit, this one.
How many would there be? Be a lot.
He thought he was at 0. You've correct.
I made the whole thing up. You imagined it.
Yeah. Phil, you've just woke up from a coma. There is no WCPW.
There never was.
Let's go with 26.
26. You get the point. To make it 3-3, Nicholas has really
He's a
helped.
lot more than 26.
He worked even harder than that 26.
Yeah, I was gonna
32.
32.
Pay-per-view / special events. You were the Kevin Dunn of.
yeah.
That comparison doesn't work anymore. You were the Phil Chambers of WCPW / Defiant.
Well, not all of them, because you would have
Not all
been.
of them.
Sam
I
was
wasn't-
original,
Sam was
right?
the first one.
So our Sam
Sam was the first.
Shout out Sam.
Kevin
I
Dunn.
apologise.
Kevin Dunn, yeah.
I apologise.
Kevin
Sam.
Dunn's down the line. Just a load of Kevin Dunns.
Favourite one? Right off the top of your dick?
Favourite
Start
Kevin
looking at
Dunn?
Favorite?
Name me a show and I'll give you the main event.
Oh, god damn. Oh, they all roll into one.
Yeah, especially when you're working them as well.
Yeah. Does that include the Pro Wrestling World Cup shows? Or is that?
It does not, it would appear.
I was going to say, because that'll add a lot more.
That would add even more, yeah. You're probably hitting 40, aren't you? Something.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Delete WCPW with a triple threat steel cage main event because I remember that finish was pretty cool, wasn't it? With Hendry and Connors and
Yeah.
It's all right. Yeah, 3-3.
All right.
Thanks,
3-3.
Michael.
I always enjoyed the No Regrets Rumbles. They were always good fun. The No Regrets one in Newcastle in Sports Central is one of my
Day
favourite shows.
before my birthday in 2017, that I had a rip-roaring time. Was that the same show as Drew and Ospreay?
Quite possibly.
Unbelievable show. So the Rumbles were really well booked.
The one was
It was
worth
Dixon
it,
booking
but
them.
yeah.
You could book a Rumble. They
could
were
book a
really
Rumble.
strong.
Triple H take notes.
Yeah. Aye. Watch some of them back. Question 10.
I'm sure he will.
He loved them at the time. He was a massive WCPW guy.
Hunter, are you coming to bed? Just 1 second. I'm just finishing up my WCPW, watching them on YouTube.
As it pertains to these Mr. Bean looking ass.
Man, I wish that guy would have wanted to do the grind. He's got something that William Ospreay.
Right. Question 10, 3-3.
All right.
All to play for on this
Here
one.
we go.
The O2, of course, infamously launched in England as the Millennium Dome,
It
built to
certainly
celebrate
did.
the year
Yeah.
2000
Yeah.
and all that. But which of these 4 things was a real-life exhibit at the location before it got converted into the O2 a few years later when everybody realised it was a big waste of time?
I did go to the Millennium Dome.
My brother went as
Did
well.
you?
It was
I never went.
crap.
Well,
Yeah.
you might have it in here then, Phil.
My brother went as well.
It was really big and really empty because there was hardly,
They
hardly
just got
anything
rid of
in
the
it.
stuff after the January 1st, 2000. Get it out. Like,
Someone was like, "This is a great idea. Oh, what do we do with it now?"
Yeah.
Crap.
it's all
It was
massive.
real
Yeah.
bad.
They're like, "Do you have any idea how many paintings it'll take to fill this thing
Yeah.
up?"
You might know this.
I don't remember much about it. I remember walking through a body or something.
Shut up. Was it A 90-foot monkey with a big red ass? Was it B, a 90-foot dinosaur eating a caveman? Was it C, a 90-foot can of Pepsi that was also a fountain? Or D, a 90-foot human body with its tits and arse out that you could walk through?
Well, I can't actually remember anything about
See
being
how he's
there.
put tits and arse to like try and throw you there. Look, it's a funny one, but it's not actually a funny one.
Yeah.
He's a tricky diggy.
It's 3-3, and it really could go either way at this point.
Really good. Any ideas, Nicholas?
I just, for the life of me, can't think.
No.
This does feel like it could be a you moment. This.
Screw it. The body.
Yes. Take your moment.
Yes.
I owe you one anyway. So
90-foot big tits and arse, and you're queuing it.
Yeah.
Pictures it really look like you were queuing to go inside the hole.
Yeah.
Like the.
and you know someone
real
got a
crap.
massive kick out of that. Was like, look at them all.
Yeah. Because I'm sure like they didn't even put like flooring down in it or anything. It was just like the old grass that was all dying because it had been like inside.
Great.
Thing over it. It was
Just
so bad.
They've made the arse like proper, just stink like human shit. Oh, I'm so good. I'm stood this one. Take note of that, and I'll get rid of that for you. No, I won't actually. Just leave it in. There you go. Apparently me as well. Why do I have all that? Had this happen the other day? I just sat down, and this was making a noise.
He's just making excuses for
Oh.
his ass.
Sounds like a donkey or a fart.
We've got a couple more comments here. Phil, you are the winner of this week's quiz.
Well done, Phil.
Yay. Thanks, Millennium Dome.
A UK wrestling stalwart, you know, it was the quiz
There
you
you
were born
go.
to
It
win.
made sense.
Quick couple of comments. Luke Cullen. Thank you, Luke. I'm only a 90-minute drive from Smackdown tonight up in Dublin, crushing. But I got to go to SummerSlam. Wanted to see Cena wrestle since I was 5. Didn't disappoint at all.
Ah,
John
nice.
Cena 5-star match, Luke. That's
I was
well
going to
worth
say,
it.
if you get
Yeah.
a Cena match in this day and age, that's a good one.
I tell you what,
Yeah.
that's got to feel like you've made the right choice there. Because imagine all those other matches of his on that run you could have had.
Yeah.
And you've got that one. That's a good bit of business. That.
bit of
Okay,
business.
isn't it? And last but not least, and then we will wrap this up. I'm sorry, boys, for going long. Thank you all for joining us today. OG Stem Cell. Sad I'm late again. Happy Friday, boys. This is why we run long. It's just for you, OG Stem Cell. Thank you very much for joining us and to everybody else. And that's been WrestleCulture. Way
there.
down.
Not too far.
Out there?
Back up.
A little bit up.
Not too far. Back again.
No, it is.
Is he doing a bit?
It's louder than it sounds, yeah.
Is it really? Okay, well, that's all right. Yes, thank you very much for joining us. There's going to be more of this absolute crap next week because Wilborn's still on his tour.
Give him the clock.
Oh, yeah, give me the clock. Yeah, put me under
It's
the...
like,
under
you've got to
the-
do it at like 6 seconds.
Is that right? I've got
8
it
seconds,
eight
I reckon.
seconds?
8 seconds, right. Okay, I'll
It's
try
going to be
and
6, isn't it?
clock 8. It's going to be 4, and I'm going to miss it, as I always do. If you want to follow along with us, you can do at WhatCulture WWE, where you can also follow Phil Chambers at...
Fill my chambers. You can follow Adam Nicholas.
It's Adam Nicholas, and you can also follow Michael Hamflett
At Michael Hamflett, where if you go on my Twitter, you'll see a daft screenshot of me doing a big salute because the Smackdown preview is available to view on our WhatCulture Wrestling podcast channel as well as on Spotify.
what do we do?
Wacky summer is in effect, but there's going to be loads of cool stuff coming over the bank holiday weekend. Would it normally? And until next time, we'll see you soon. Forbidden Door on Tuesday.
Way too late.
I love it when he does it and it goes. This is the laugh beat. That's so perfect. You'll get it.
Thank you for everybody welcoming me back in the face of such abuse when I can't hit the vocal quite as well as trained DJ Adam Wilborn. We'll let you go back to your Fridays now. Thank you very much, guys, and sorry again for going long. We'll see you next week.
It's like I'm signing off. I like just letting them get to the end and then realizing that it's still running.
I'll go.
Pause the
Wrestling.
audio recording here, though.
Yeah,
end it.
you do your thing.
I can't press the buttons behind that.
No.
I could, but I'd break it. So.
Just can't reach.
Got to keep entertaining them though.
So,
He's over there.
What time is
you,
it?
host?
I was going to say, I'm
Yeah, you don't just get to check out because you've stopped me recording.
I'm just a monkey to these people, but I've been to Monkey Mountain now, and they don't entertain for nothing.
You know what it takes.
They don't. Yeah, they don't.
It takes.
I'm not going to perform for you people. It's a really scary, like, toilet block that was just guarded by monkeys. I'll hold it in.
This is not for you.
I'll hold it in.
Good.
Smudge My Name says, Wacky Summer going to be followed by Silly Winter. No, because we're all going to be back at work, so it's absolutely fine. You don't need to worry about that.
All right, say goodbye to everybody.
See you later,
Say
guys.
goodbye.
Very good. Enjoy Forbidden Door if you're there this weekend, and WWE in the UK, etc., and Dublin.